Hello everybody and welcome to today's stream. I am your humble host Gavin the Kitty, and today we are beginning new Super Mario Brothers 2. The music you were listening to is from a song called Whirlwind West. There's a story behind that, and I'll get into that as we begin playing. Let me just unmute the game real fast. Grab my controller and let's get started here. So, I am using an emulator today. I had to fine-tune this really well. I hope everything runs without a hitch, but there might still be some weird audio bugs as it's building a cache. So, bear with it. Yeah, money inflation is what I was going for, and I thought it would be really funny. My original one was like, but this is the third game, why is it two? But then decided, money inflation, it'll be funnier. Tell me if anybody could tell me if the audio is good for today, that would be great. I did my best to match up the box window, the window with this color right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the color right on the far right of that, I tried to match it up, couldn't really match it up. Hello, Quill! Hello, hello, yes, I did. It has been a little bit. I've been a bit busy working on a few larger projects. Okay, so I want to get into a couple of the mechanics about this game. So New Super Mario Brothers for Wii had the twirl because you could shake the system. I believe it's the same here too, but I'd have to remember. I didn't set a button to motion control though, so this might just be a strange playthrough, but Mario New Super 2 is whole gimmick is coins. Hello, Fox in it. Like to remind people to leave likes as they're coming in here today. We might have a co-host, we might not. You never know. I do think this is one of the more underrated New Super Mario Brothers games, because everybody's heard of Wii, everybody knows the original. But how many of you guys have actually played this one? It only came out on the 3DS. I think it would be a wonderful fit on Switch. Of course, I'm also one of those knuckleheads who thinks all New Super Mario games should be on Switch because they're all just lovely, different experiences in their own right. But here's our first new power-up, the Blockhead. But it allows you to get coins as you run, and then after a little while, it just kind of disappears. So we're almost to 350 subs, but I think we might be able to hit it today. And if we get to 23 likes and they stick, I might just do the 1,000,000 coin challenge. Oh boy. Yeah. Top 5 MSK. Okay. Welcome, welcome. I keep getting asked about the title. It is all a money joke, because money inflation. Haha, and I'm a furry, and people know the inflation furry joke meme thing. I was literally just going for a meme. Figured it would be clever if I threw it in there. Turtles in jail? I don't know. That'd be a question for Bowser. I think they're on patrol and then got stuck. That's my best guess. Oop, and here's our Mega Mushroom from the first new soup game. Everybody likes a little bit of new soup. Oop. But yeah. Alright, and up we go. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. How is everyone doing in the chat today? Or how is all the audience doing?
Oh yeah, Mario time.
I'm doing alright myself. Could be a little better, but you know. You know how it is.
Let's go.
Hello, Blind Wolf 8. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you hop over here from the Gold Ribbon Kittens chat. Be sure to subscribe and all that jazz if you haven't already. I try my best to play video games each day. Over here. Whew. And if we get to 350 subscribers, I'll end up doing I'll end up doing Sonic Unleashed on the 360 on an X1. And if we hit it at least 20 likes during today's stream, I will do the 1,000 coin challenge, but it has to stick, so by the time we get around to doing part 2 next week, it has to be at 20. Regardless, though, I hope everyone's doing just a grand old job. Yeah, having a grand old time today, you know. So, some things to note. So, New Super Mario Bros. Wii was criticized for having too many players for its multiplayer. So, when it came time to do this, the multiplayer aspect already had to be toned down because this is on the 3DS. So, what they ended up deciding on, because Miyamoto wanted to keep the multiplayer, was to keep the 2 players. So, this is a Mario and Luigi game. You can play via local wireless. You couldn't do online, but you could do local wireless. And it wasn't too bad, but you could do the entire game 2-player, which I thought was super cool, but I could never find enough people to actually want to do multiplayer for that long. So, there's a little bit of background for this game. Overall, it's a good game. It reintroduces the Tanuki Leaf back into 2D Mario, which is a-okay with me. I liked the Tanuki Leaf enough in Mario 3. Although it doesn't really stick around this time, because in Mario U and Luigi U, it was replaced with the Acorn suit. Can't wait to show you guys the really awesome new power of the gold leaf. That's something, or well, not the gold leaf, but the gold flower. That's a thing all its own. It's pretty neat. Pretty nifty. And first things first here. Just gonna to be a little secret. I'll try my best to show off all the secrets, but we will also come back and do the castle. So don't think we're just skipping it to skip it. Oh, it probably absolutely did. I guarantee it. I know it makes me want a Tanuki, like, pajama set of, like, onesie pajama, because I feel like that'd be really comfy. Just an extra fluffy, like, costume. Ooh, and now we have the golden brick. Officially, we've reached 500 coins. That's gonna be good.
It's a go time.
It's gonna be weird getting my head around the Xbox controller compared to the, compared to the 3DS. A little hard for me to think today, I guess. That's okay. I know so many people are probably going to be just coming here, questioning the title, and then moving on with their day. And that's okay. If they don't get the pun, it's alright. Probably too young to understand the money inflation joke. Because there's so many coins, get it? Nah, nah. Come on, I couldn't resist. It was either that or I go with, the numbers are wrong, this is the third new soup game, sort of thing, which is just silly. But here's our first mini-boss, Reznor from Super Mario World. I like Reznor. It's alright. It's on these new long blocks, which first made their appearance in Super Mario 3D Land, and have shown up quite a bit since. I thought the long block was just kind of a novelty, honestly. I think it's neat, but it's a novelty. And of course our first Koopa here is Roy, which is a little different than what we normally see. So before we go to that next stage, I'm actually going to go ahead and do the cannon first. Because the cannons in this game are far different than the cannons we've seen before, and I wish they would have kept this going forward. So when you go into these, you get an auto runner stage, where it is then your job to get as many coins, keep your speed up, and not fall into a pit. And as long as you do that, you get to travel to one of the secret worlds. So each one of these, there are 2 secret worlds in this game. This first one's called World Mushroom. And now we have Coin Rush, which is, I believe, one of the multiplayer modes. Let's go ahead and jump back to World 1. We'll get to Mushroom World, don't worry. Today is just going to be probably half the game. More than likely. It took a lot of fine-tuning just to get this game to run this well on an emulator. Like... Ah! Another new gimmick. Money enemies. So, money enemies will drop coins when killed, when they're thrown. And it's just a goal to get all the coins. The only thing you get, by the way, for getting the maximum amount of coins is a new title screen. It was their big challenge at the time. I believe, oh, and I missed the star coin. And I believe that, if I remember correctly, one of the big prizes with that challenge was actually a gold Mario statue. I know there's a gold Mario amiibo, but it came out quite a while after this. It came out to celebrate Mario Party 10, I believe. I had a friend who had both the silver and the gold Mario, by the way, and that was a treat, because he was so protective of that darn thing. Yeah, the chat, I put it on slow mode because we once had 1,000 people hop on. 700 people for one stream, and everybody was talking, and it became way too hard for me to read. I had to go and ask for one of my friends to help out, because it was just... whew! So... small wait, but, I mean, I figured it's worth it. Especially since I can actually handle you guys talking a whole bunch and properly read and everything. Yeah. But, of course, we're not at 7,000 subscribers, so it's kind of the thing of only, like, 20% of the people who actually watch my content are subscribed, so... you know, just putting that out there so people can, you know, subscribe, because they clearly keep coming back for this content. And I'm never going to want to stop making it, so... I think this might be the first level where we get the flower? No. Okay. Hello, Case of the Hyena. Welcome, welcome. We are playing New Soup today. And once we finish up with New Soup and New Soup U, we will end up doing Luigi U and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I know people are patiently awaiting Tropical Freeze on this channel. So recently we put up a new banner on the channel. I worked pretty hard on that last night. The goal was to try to make things a little less confusing for new people who see my business cards and see all the purple, and then come here and they see a bunch of colors and think, oh boy, it's one of those channels. You know the ones, the Sparkle Dog ones. Hello, Tristan the Raccoon. You know, I like the colorfulness. I really do, but sometimes you gotta tone down the colors to really make yourself pop. Hello, Ronnie the Panther. Hope you guys are chilling like villains. Hello, Andre the Kangaroo. Getting in all the people today. So when you get all the blue coins, you will get a clap from somewhere, middle of the void. That's how you know you got them all. Hello, Versington. Hey, as you put. And that's how you do a triple jump. Mario's just as acrobatic as he was in the last game. I believe the twirl is in this one, but I don't have my motion set to anything, so... as far as I am concerned, Mario's going a bit twirlless. Hello, Tyler the Kangaroo. Of course, your fastest mode of getting coins with the helmet's going to be just straight running. Bonjour, Azel the Cheetah. So, I actually remember beating this one time, beating it a second time when I was doing a big Mario marathon years and years ago. It's just a self-inflicted challenge. And then I didn't touch this game again. So, for this time around is just about savoring this game and really getting buddy-buddy with it. Hello, Dimitri. Oh boy. So everybody is coming in here. Let me make sure. Okay, my mic is unmuted. I don't remember unmuting it, so... Memory's just been a bit bad lately. And right there's an extra leaf if you need it. So the middle star coin is you have to fly up high and have some speed, but I did not, so no star coin for us. Hello, Sescal the Otter. Oh boy, everybody's coming in for the Mario games. I love it when you guys come in for the Mario games. Love fighting the Koopalings when you're this acrobatic as Mario. Without the twirl, I feel they really add something, because I don't remember the twirl being in Mario New 2. But I could be so wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong, so... If somebody could remember for me, that would be great, because I just don't have it mapped, and I don't feel like setting up gyro controls. But this game is going to look a little better than you remember it on the 3DS. I've got a anime shader on, so it... Well, one of the shaders on to make it look a little crisper. Yes, thank you guys so much for leaving likes. Let me check, because oh boy, we're up to 17 people watching and 175 viewers. Thank you guys so much. Oh boy, if all of you could subscribe, that would be great. Oh god. I get a little bit antsy when I have this many people looking at me. It's a bit tough. Hello, Zero the Red Panda. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for coming. It makes... Please don't take that out of context. Thank you guys so much for showing up and watching my content. It means a whole hell of a lot to me, and I'd love it if you guys could all subscribe, because we're trying to get to 1,000 subs, and at 350, I played Unleashed for 360, so long as we hit it by the end of the week. But then, if not, we'll just play the Wii version, which is A-okay. I might even host a poll once we hit 350 on the Twitter, at GavinDragonYT, if you want to follow for all of my juicy updates, like, what am I drawing today? I was trying to look up proof of the... Yeah, it was more so just a challenge. It was run through Nintendo Power. That was all I could remember of it. So, sorry if it's... my memory's a little hazy. Ah, and here's our first instance of the gold flower. This is an awesome power-up. I wish it would have stuck around. Everything it hits turns into gold. Love it. It hits blocks, it has a little radius. It's pretty cool. Also, hello Juno, and hello February. Now we gotta get a bit tricky with our jumps there. Just like that. I won't be getting all the star coins, but I will be trying for them because it's cool. You're not invincible when you have the gold flower, but it feels like it with how fast you can shoot out the fireballs. Would have loved to see it come out for a third new Soup game. You know, maybe not make it as powerful, but, you know. Oh boy, we are actually at 20 likes. That's insane. Thank you guys so much so far for all of the support. means a lot to me. I hope you guys enjoyed the Sonic video too, the Sonic lore discussion. I've got a Mega Man version of that video coming out where we go over the best ways to play those games. That'll come out in about 3 weeks. I've got some bigger names like Shadow Rock and Reploid Revo, so feel free to check that out whenever I get done making it. I'm also going to have a modern lore video done in November, so yeah. Stick around for the channel. I've got a lot coming. Also got a lot of... So how many coins would it take for Mario to, like, ruin the economy here? I mean, it's already been stated in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga that the Mushroom Kingdom has a terrible, like, transition rate to Bean coins because of how many coins there actually are in the Mushroom Kingdom, which I think is hilarious. That Nintendo even recognizes that, yeah, there's just too many coins. I think that's great. I think that's hilarious to me. But this game just makes it even worse, which is amazing. Hope the chat's doing well. Oh. Now I get to show off the item, because I actually wanted to get rid of the Pokey. There we go. So, the item on the bottom screen, you can just tap the bottom screen and you can get your item back. It switches between the two, just like in Mario World. The only difference here is you actually have to touch the bottom screen. I didn't go over the Tanuki tail and how you can hit things out of the air with it. It's a little bit more forgiving than it was in Mario 3, which I'm okay with. Hello Twix, welcome. Welcome to the channel. We are playing some, new soup. We got some new soup going on today. Remember correctly, you can't play as Luigi in this one unless you're playing 2-player. And one of you happens to be the second player. Which is a bit of a missed opportunity in my opinion, because I know in the first game you could play as Luigi, and I think we did near the end. Oh yeah, it's gonna be down this one. Here's these fun little gates from last time. From New Soup 1. I really like the gates. I think they are a really cool mechanic. I just wish they were used more, because after this, it's not used nearly as much as I'd like. Just gonna... Oh, dang. Hello... Hello, Pokemon 2. I'm not going to say your full name because I don't feel like insulting. Insulting is bad. But welcome to the channel. We're just hanging out and doing all that jazz. Had to get it. Had to get that. Prove a point. Prove a point to the game that I will be sneaky. I don't know what's wrong with me today. How do you capture game footage of this? So looking into 3DS capture is kind of tricky, right? Like, everybody's heard of a 3DS capture card, but everybody also knows that they don't make them like they used to, and a lot of the people that used to make it are no longer making them. And some people have decided new 3DS hacking works pretty well. For me, however, it's on a game-by-game basis, so if it's something that doesn't work well in Citra, I will use the 3DS streaming to my device method. For this, I am emulating it on Citra, because I fine-tuned the emulator enough to get this game to run with only a few audio pickups, so why not? Your Morpho Knight from Kirby, that's pretty rad. I liked Morpho Knight. Pretty radical butterfly. Love me some good Kirby lore. I like video game lore in general, though, so that's one of those things. If the game doesn't seem like it has lore, I will find the lore. So, but pretty rad. Glad to see you here. But 3DS capture is a little tricky. For me, I have a well-built PC and I am emulating this, but I do have an official copy of this game and could stream it if it ran a little nicer. I would. Because I prefer supporting the official developers, but they didn't really give any good ways to capture 3DS footage. And that's what it boils down to, is can I capture footage easily? If not, okay, well let me run through a couple options here and see what's the best way I could. Like when I did DS games, when I do DS games, I emulate them. But that's not from lack of not looking for a capture card, because I will always try to find a capture card for a console, first and foremost. Like when I do Wii games and stuff, that's not emulated, that's straight from hardware. Because I prefer playing the games on the real hardware, the way they were meant to be played. I think it gives them the best look and feel, and the best benefit of the doubt. Also, hello Anubis fan, welcome, welcome. Hello, Chandler the Ocelot. We're having all the people come in today. I'm so happy. So glad to see everybody enjoying some new soup today. Hope everybody's stoked for Halloween. I've got new thumbnail icons and all sorts of stuff planned. You prefer original hardware? Same. Absolutely. There's a reason I own the Wii U. Because I think that system is pretty radical. Oh no, he said radical, he's trying to be hip with the kids, run! No, I've just been saying radical since forever and don't get often to use it anymore. Ugh. Nah. Love original hardware, love the Wii U. Best way to capture Wii footage in my personal opinion. Also, hello, Caden the Batfox. OG hardware for the win, absolutely. I've got just about every system sitting in my house, so... Like, when I do PS4 games, I'm running on a PS5. I could run them on the PS4 if I wanted to. I've got a Switch, a Wii U, I've got 3 PS1s just for good test. One of them was given to me for free. I can't turn down. Like, they said, oh, the lid's a little broken. I'm like, I can fix that. They'll give it to me for free. I'll fix the spring and the lid. And I did. And then I bought a hacked PS1 so I could play Japanese imports, because I'm insane like that. Also, hello, Jethro.
It's a good time.
Hello, Azara the Blue Jackal. Welcome, welcome. So many people here today, it's insane. I just got debated twice. When the blocks decide no. Enough is enough. Today's a good day. Today is an absolutely great day. So glad I can entertain so many of you guys. What I like about YouTube streaming is that it stays on the platform forever. So as long as I do my thumbnails well, people will keep coming back. It's nice. It's your birthday today, Anubis fan. I remember because you told me the other day. It's also the 24th now. Not the 21st. It's also Alien Day, from what I can remember. The day where people stormed Area 51 and then just threw a giant party because it was hilarious. It's also, I think, like the second or first day of fall. You're an authorized... Oh, God. Really? I didn't know that. That's pretty sweet. Authorized dev. That's still amazing. Especially because it's pretty easy to port stuff from the Wii U and 3DS over to the Switch, so... I mean, at that point, just make it for the Switch, but still. You're so close to 100%ing it. Well, you got this, man. I could also say look up a couple cheat codes. Absolutely look up cheat codes, because cheat codes can be lost to time, and there are a few new soup cheat codes that are just forever... that were lost for a really long time until somebody found them. We're trying to get to 400 subs. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, Jethro, but absolutely, we want 400 subs as well. I'm thankful for everybody thus far, so... Oh boy. New Soup 2. I'd love to hear some of you guys' memories with this game, because I know a lot of people do that. Getting all the stars on World 7 and 8 are annoying. Absolutely. I feel that. Like I said, audio hiccups are about the only thing I found that was a real problem. Oh look! These guys from Mario 3. Love them. There's a lot of nostalgia going on here, and a lot of people liked to write off most Mario games around this time as being nostalgic cash grabs. But I remember so many of my peers when I was growing up in high school and stuff, when I showed them this, they were like, oh, cool, that's an awesome new power-up, because they didn't remember it. They didn't know that it was an older power-up, and I tell them it was older, and they're like, that's cool. Like, nostalgic pandering, when it's done right, can make a game last a little longer and introduce newer, older concepts to newer gamers, and I feel like the new Super Mario Bros. Games do that right. But I can also understand that hammering home too hard on nostalgia is never good, because you can stagnate a series. A lot of people like to punch down on it a lot. A lot of people do. I'd have to agree. I think this game's pretty good. I think it's one of the more underrated Mario games. Believe it or not. Yeah, it's a little easier than all of the other new Soup games, but it's not bad.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Yeah, sharing links around with people is a great way to get my channel out there, and I've been encouraging people to send links around, so... Yeah. New Soup 2 is better than U. I say Luigi U is better than both. But New Soup 2 is definitely one of those games where I think it is a little better than U in a lot of ways. I do think the multiplayer here is the best it's been. Comparatively. Like, Wii is great because you can have 4 people, but 2 is nice and controlled with 2, and it's better. It feels a little better that way. That's just my opinion, though. You guys don't have to agree with me, and that's a-okay. New Soup Wii's the best. I did play New Soup Wii on the channel, and I had fun with it. We didn't 100% it, but we're going to be coming back to do, like, All-Star Coins and stuff later on in the series. So, not to worry about that. I plan on playing every Mario game, so you're going to see a lot of oddities coming up after we finish all the 2D games, because once we get done with all of, like, the main 2D platformers, then I jump in and I'm going to be doing a video on all the arcade games, and then all the random weird oddities like Wrecking Crew 98, and the original Wrecking Crew, stuff like tennis, anything where Mario cameos. We'll be doing them all, because I actually made a gigantic spreadsheet listing how to play every Mario game. Shared it with my friends at the D-pad. Rick politely turned me down, and I said, alright, I'll do it then.
Mario number 1.
New Soup, DS, we really enjoyed Wii. Yeah, Wii's pretty good. 97's painful. Absolutely. Yeah, 9-7 is absolutely painful in New Soup Wii. I feel that. I feel that with a burning passion. Now you have the fun of a moving platform, but only when you're standing on it. I enjoyed it, I just wish I could have played it for longer. Because that's the thing, I couldn't find enough people to actually... want to sit and play the whole game with me. So oftentimes it was just short bursts, we'd do like 2 or 3 worlds and then we'd stop. But I knew so many people that dogged on this game growing up as well. So, knowing that it wasn't just my friend group that was dogging on this game, it was kind of everybody, makes me feel a little better for liking it, because it's like, no, this is a good game. It's not like the most amazing New Soup game, but it's good. I would love to do that. I currently, though, am not in New Jersey. Although I will be at Midwest Fur Fest this year in December. So if you see me there, come hang out. You might end up in a YouTube short or / TikTok, because I do TikToks as well. But yeah. That goes for all audience members, by the way. Feel free to come and hang out. Love meeting fans. I don't meet very many of you guys, but next year's gonna have way more opportunities for it. Gamer Positive, sup? Welcome, Gabby. Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to subscribe and all that jazz. We're just playing some New Soup. Oh, damn it. That's a bit tricky. Holy cow, we're already at 26 likes. Whew. You guys are doing some legwork today, I gotta say. The support for this video in particular, something else. Another really cool Mario game that a lot of people write off as just another Mario game is Mario Run, believe it or not. I actually have Mario Run and have gotten pretty good at it, believe it or not. I play it on my in some of my spare time. I don't think it's bad, because it doesn't have that many microtransactions. I think it's pretty fun. I remember when it came out, though, I didn't have a great phone. And then I had gotten a new phone that following day or something like that. It was strange. New Soup streams tend to do good numbers. I'm glad they do, honestly, because I've been playing through... I've already done the DS game. I've done the DS original. I've done all 4 of the original platformers. Super Mario 1, 2, 2 USA, 2J, and 3. I've done Wii, DS, and now New 2, and then we plan on doing U Deluxe and Luigi U. So I have U, but I'd much rather play U Deluxe just because I know what it adds. And there's not enough difference there for me to go, oh yeah. You gotta do various speedruns of Paint, Hotel Mario? Yeah, I plan on playing them at least. I do have a... and what is it? CDI. So I can actually play Hotel if I wanted to. Even play the various Zelda CDI games. All, like, 16 of them. There's 3. Oh my god, at Hotel Mario. Yeah. I've played it before. I am not the biggest fan of it, but I'm not gonna hate on it. It's Hotel Mario. Like, what is there to say? It's Hotel. It's Mario, but hotel. It's Mario, but he's struggling to get a hotel room at MFF. That's the way it feels, right? Oh my. 2x emulator speed. Did very well. Well, that's fancy. I'll have to give it a shot. I know we're finishing up all the Sonic games on the channel. So, Mario and Mega Man are going to be basically the two series left for me to just kind of play through as fast as I can. Luckily, there's not like an upcoming Mario game where it's like, I gotta get to it. Sonic, on the other hand, with Frontiers, like, I looked at that and I said, alright, I have to get to it. Which is why I've been trying to finish up all the Sonic games before November. And I've done pretty well thus far. There's like 57 videos on the channel just covering those games. So, for Mario, it's going to be more like 120. But, you know, I think I got this. Mario's Game Gallery. Oh. Do I cover it? I mean, I can always move it on the ground. But, I don't know. Do I cover it? The original is a lot better, but either way, I'd say go watch my playthrough of it. It's a little older now, but, I mean, it's not bad. Let's go ahead and start the Mushroom World real fast. Mario teaches typing. Oh, that's a fun one. Teaches Typing 1 and Teaches Typing 2 are a bit funny like that. They're really strange, especially the first one. Like, everybody remembers the second one for the giant talking Mario head with Charles Martinet, but oh my gosh. That first game's got some really weird DOS animation. Like, I like animations. I like strange animations sometimes. But even that game goes just a little bit too hard with it. You're gonna head out? Well, thank you so much. Jamal. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I got more planned in the future. You're also heading out, Blind Wolf? Alrighty. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and having a conversation with me. Absolutely! See you more then. Alright, let's get back to the game, shall we? This would have been a much better spot to put it. Oh, never mind. I'm like, oh, that'd be a much cooler spot, because then it would just get a bunch of coins. You joined the Discord server, thank you so much. We just kind of hang out there, so... Not on all the time, but, you know. You like to hit the bell? Sweet. That means so much to me, actually. And just like that, I did hit all the coins. See, if I was this rich... the economy would be so inflated that we would all perish. Wait a minute, there's actually a few people like that in the world. And that is where today's episode title lies, in money puns. Because I'm a broke fish. Oh, you want to be a mod. At the moment, it takes a little bit to get... You have to personally know me to be a mod. So... It does take a little bit for people to become mods, and... It's a little bit of trust. Not to say I don't trust you, not to say I don't like you, but... For now, just enjoy the content. If I need you to be a mod for a day or something, I'll ask. But for Discord... Nah. Me and my friends got it. But thank you for the offer if you were offering. I know you said you weren't asking, but either way, anytime everybody asks to be a mod, you know, I politely decline because, you know, usually me and my buds got it. Thank you though. I'll keep you in mind in the future if I ever do need another moderator. That is the most, like, tense thing ever. Pleasure to meet you as well. I'm just an artist and a gamer and a nerd, so... I put content on here, or at least I try to put content out every day, but lately it's been slowing to a crawl so I can better fit some personal time in, you know, because mental health be important. And I'm a bit of a workaholic. Oh, dang it. This is times I wish the frog suit was back and not the Tanuki leaf. Zazzle, your cousin Xavier, welcome, welcome. Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the channel. I'm hanging out and playing some Mario today. Plan on playing some more Sonic in the future. We got Unleashed getting started next week, so stoked because my one of my co-hosts, the lovely Miss Artie, has already begun her Halloween festivities and just started moving into her new place, and I'm so happy for her. Lovely person. Thank you guys so much for coming out to watch this random Prism Cats video about Mario. It's great. One of those wholesome days with a cup of Hawaiian punch next to me. Oh wow, we're already up to 400 views. This is insane. I don't think I've seen numbers like this in a while, so thank you guys so much. I'd like to remind you guys to subscribe, because I never stop making content. One of those things where... Just like that, we got in the door. Woot woot. A little bit of a maze coming up here. And just like that, we got another star coin. If I had to put one, I'd put one to the... Okay or not? Up top, then? Okay, the third one's a bit of a trap. Hello, Xavier. Ah, okay. Okay, so it should have been this one and that one. We're trying to get to the top path on this one. And that's how you do it. I'm glad you're enjoying it thus far, Xavier. Today is a busy, busy day.
Mario number 1. Let's go.
Oh boy. Another fun coin level. A little bit of an auto-scroller here. I believe it is actually faster to do the Mushroom World instead of just following through the rest of World 1. I wouldn't know, I'm not a speedrunner. Even if I do beat games kind of fast, I'm not a speedrunner. Oh, I missed! Thought I hit it. I think I just blinked. It's alright. We'll give it another go. Let's go ahead and get a fire flower back. Oh, not a whole lot, Karmic. Just that really high view count. Today's a pretty good day to be playing Mario. I'm gonna definitely have to go for. I'm gonna definitely have to go for all of the coins for the million coin challenge. Get that alternate title screen for you guys. Ah, I see. Well, Xavier, we were discussing on this channel earlier about how this game's often punched down upon for being an easier Mario game. But it's got a lot of really awesome ideas, especially with the coins. Once you start to really look at this game, it looks good, it's got some pretty good music, it's got some of the best visuals for a Mario game on a handheld, especially a 2D one. This is, dare I say, one of Mario's best on a handheld, even if it is a bit easy. But I think that just comes with the concept of coins and extra lives, but some would even say that Odyssey is pretty easy, thanks to the lack of extra lives. Ah, but 3D World. 3D World was fun, but I basically did everything in it once on the Wii U. I got all the gold flagpoles. I got to the end of every single stage. I played it every level with every character. We got to the final big mission. I basically did all there was to do in that game. So when the remake came, when the port came out for Wii U or for Switch, I just kind of picked it up for Karmic's birthday that year because it came out around the same time. We played it a little bit, but we mostly played it for the new mode. I didn't really play it so much for 3D World itself. So Odyssey actually got a ton of time. I got a ton of time to play Odyssey when it came out. I believe I got a Switch. I think a year after it came out. So right around the time Mario Odyssey hype was really building, and it just kind of didn't stop for me. So I'd love to play Odyssey on the channel. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. There's a lot to love with Odyssey. Granted, there's also a lot to love with 3D World, so no matter which one you like, it's not a bad choice. I just prefer Odyssey in so many ways, but it doesn't mean I hate 3D World. In fact, I love the time I spent with it. Just like that, we got all 3 star coins. Now we've got Lemmy here. Or Larry. I don't know why I said Lemmy. Wait, is it Lemmy? Or is it Larry? It's not Iggy. We already fought Iggy. Iggy's adorable. So I've told people before my favorite Koopalings are Ludwig and Iggy.
Mario #1! Woohoo!
Ludwig because I used to, you know, enjoy being like, ah, yes, I'm the smartest one in the room, because I was a stupid kid. And Iggy because I just think he's cute. That's the Larry fight. Okay, thank you. I remember a little bit of the. I remember in the Super Mario Super Show, it was... They each had different names. I think Wendy became Pookie? Or no, a different one became Pookie. All I remember was that they all had slightly different names. I don't remember why that was. I think Deke Entertainment just really liked changing things. Or they didn't know the names and just wanted to have some fun with them. Maybe it better help disassociate them from being, like, humans. So, like, you knew somebody named Larry, your kid's not gonna go up to them and be like, "You're a Koopaling!" Or something like, silly like that, because kids are silly. I know I was a silly kid. I'll read your thing in just a second. I need to focus just a little bit to get done with the stage. Da, 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 da. Back in 2012, I remember buying this November where Mario U came out, and you were kind of disappointed. That's fair. A lot of people were disappointed with this game. Personally, I think it's pretty good. It's a little underrated, in my personal opinion. You just kind of gotta accept it for what it is, and not so much what it's not. Which, what it is a fun challenge to get the most amount of coins on the go. While Mario U was more of a, look, it's the next big major multiplayer title from Nintendo, which is, you know, pretty good. But I don't disagree with your thing, Angelo. But welcome to the channel, by the way. Feel free to subscribe and all that jazz. Topenis, welcome, welcome. We're just hanging out playing some Mario. Oh, perfect angle. I can understand feeling like that. I can understand having that opinion. Also, hello, Revolta. I can understand having that opinion. I had that opinion for a while, too. And then I started to really dig into what each game offered. And the more I found, the more I enjoyed. So, with this game, I found that it had a lot of really cool set pieces. And the coin gimmick, while making the game easier, was actually kind of nifty, kind of novelty. Because it's... the more I thought about it, the more I thought, oh, it turns this whole Mario game into something more arcade-like, with a get as many coins, get more coins than your friends style of gameplay. Which I think is a lot better than, you know, not. But I can understand seeing them as copy and pastes. You know. With Mario, with New Soup 1, it was like, oh, it's a new Mario game. They did? I didn't know that they did. JYTV, if they did do that, my assumption would be to help speed along development time. Developing video games takes a while, and for the new Super Mario Bros. Games, each of them were at least conceived back on the Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance Mario Advance series was thought of as a way to reintroduce 2D gameplay to a modern audience, and they took off so well that they decided for each continuing console game to make a new Mario game, a new 2D Mario game to keep this momentum going. And it continued all the way up till the Wii, and it started back in like 2003. Like, that's insane. Except for the fact that the 3DS actually has a slightly higher screen resolution than the Wii could output. If I remember correctly, models made for the 3DS need to be slightly smaller in file size, yet slightly more high resolution so they can fit on the cartridge better than the Wii could. Don't quote me directly, but if their goal was to put out this game faster, taking a pre-existing 3DS model and reworking it for a 2D game seems like the best, fastest, and easiest route to go through, and it continually keeps the game, you know, feeling good. Like, Mario doesn't look bad here. Absolutely not. And most people probably couldn't tell you the difference between this Mario model and Mario's new Super Wii model. And I'm just being honest, I've heard recently they they've started work on another new Soup game, but the main reason they didn't put one out on Switch this early is because they already had they had two really good ones on the Wii U, and not as many people played it as Nintendo wanted to. So of course they're going to put out, I don't know why my voice cracked there. So of course it's going to be easier to port over your already finished new Soup game on the Switch. Granted, I've also heard that they're working on a new one, so I don't know if that's for sure. A lot of it can be boiled... Okay, well... With 3D World, they did add some new content, and they already have Odyssey out on Switch. It's less so about putting out multiple games in the same genre for Nintendo. It's more so that they're concerned about multiple games cannibalizing themselves. I know that sounds absurd. It's a Nintendo game. Why would they cannibalize each other? Well, if you see New Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Mario Bros. 3, and the kid's gonna ask for New Super Mario Bros. 3, Mom went to the store and picked up U. So you're stuck with U for that Christmas season, and you officially, basically, cannibalized yourself out of selling more New Super Mario Bros. 3 copies. And that's the idea behind multiple Mario Karts on one system, and when they ported over 8, the idea was to have a good multiplayer game out for the holiday season without already wasting the work they did on 8. Yeah, I'm sure they do have different games. But there's this idea inside of Nintendo that multiple games shouldn't cannibalize each other. So if you've already put out a new 2D Mario game, you have to give it at least 4 years before they'll put out another one. Because that's what happened with this game. This game was on the 3DS, Mario U was on the Wii U. Most parents couldn't tell you the difference between U and 2, so they bought 2 for their kids instead of U. And all of a sudden it makes a little more sense why you put out some games and not others. Yes, Mario Galaxy 2 did break that tradition, but they were also in a different headspace when they made Galaxy 2. There's a lot of unused content for Galaxy 2. Also, hello, Alexandru. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. You're stuck in the final boss for Mario and Luigi. And Paper Mario, or Mario and Luigi Paper Jam? Assuming you mean Paper Jam. It's a pretty good one. You played Mario Luigi Paper Jam 3DS? Stuck on the final boss? Yeah, feel it. You wanted to see Mario Galaxy 3 and Sunshine announced. So Mario Sunshine was already on Switch and Galaxy 1 at least. Galaxy 2, not so much. It's not too hard to get a copy of 3D All-Stars, because they made so many of them. Oh, Sunshine, too. I feel it. I just wouldn't hold out your hopes for Nintendo repeating concepts on older titles like that, especially when it comes to 3D Mario. At least not this soon. Like, there was differences in development. That's true. Galaxy 2 on Switch before 3, that makes sense. I personally think that we could do with all the Mario games on Switch and be okay, but I also know that's a lot of Mario titles, and I can also understand not wanting to put that much R&D into it when you can make a wholly new Mario game. It'll take you a little longer to make, and it might not be ready to show off for another, I don't know, year to 2 years, year to maybe 3. but you'll sell way more copies when you see that hype of that new fancy-looking mustache, especially when you've got a brand new Mario movie coming out. All of a sudden, your new 3D Mario title looks real nice next to a nice new 2D Mario title coming out right around the same time as a movie. So what I'm saying is, I would expect to see a new Mario title once we know more about the movie. That's just the way I'd do it. That's just my opinion. I don't work at Nintendo. I don't claim to know anything. I just know how games are developed, and I know how marketing works, so when I think about it, I go, yeah, it makes sense we haven't heard anything yet, because we're not going to hear anything until after we've already, you know, seen the movie. So I'll just wait until November, then we'll hear something. Why couldn't they have added Galaxy 2 to All-Stars? My thought is that they may have tried, maybe have wanted to, and decided against it because they needed the game to be out. I know Nintendo doesn't rush games very often, but it was also an anniversary year. Oh god, don't make me feel old, please. That was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. I was in high school 10 years ago. Ugh. Yeah, don't remind me. That is a bit crazy, though. No, because Galaxy 2 and Galaxy run on the same engine and have the same controls. It's just a matter of it's an entire extra game that you have to up-res and port over and make sure everything works. Yes, it doesn't take as long to make that as opposed to a new game, but it can still be a bit of time and money and effort. You know, especially when you already have to redo the graphics of, Yoshi added new controls, but they weren't that much different than what was already there for Mario. Yoshi's new controls added just a flutter jump, as well as a, the tongue pull mechanics. But those are things that were already sorted out with the Wii Remote's pointer function being mapped to the gyroscope. It had probably less to do with the controls.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Poolstar did have the same thing. Which is why I'm saying it had probably less to do with new game, new controls, and more to do with time. You know, the pandemic put a lot of video games behind schedule when it came to development. So, Mario 3D World could have, 3D All-Stars could have been one of those games where it's like, yeah, it had to be delayed the way it was, or else the game is going to come out a year or two later. Well, do we cut Galaxy 2? Or do we keep it on and delay the game? These are serious questions you gotta think about. Because it was an anniversary year for that game. Also, a lot of people were very excited when they brought back the Koopalings for Mario Brothers Wii, New Super Wii. So, of course, why wouldn't you be nostalgic when everybody else is being really hyped about the Koopalings being back? Of course, put them in everything, bring them back. Bring back other stuff that worked in 3, the Tanuki Leap, people have been asking for that. It's about listening to your audience in a way that makes sense. And that doesn't always happen. Especially with Nintendo being the way they are. World with Galaxy. Yeah, exactly. You just kind of gotta remember the age of people who play video games is more than just, you know, younger kids. It's also, you know, people my age in their 20s. I'm nostalgic for stuff in the back in the PS1 days. I'm nostalgic for stuff that was released, you know, on the PS2 and the GameCube, the N64. Doesn't mean I don't love these older titles, but there's gamers of all ages out there, and with something like Mario, where everybody knows what a Mario is, there's bound to be some older people that remember it and want to get it just to play it, and by now they've got kids, and they're teenagers, and they're growing up, and they're getting to the point now where they can buy video games. So if you put the nostalgia in that time, then in a couple of years, you can maybe come back, revisit some old stuff, and be like, oh, it's a new mechanic for all these younger people, but these older people remember it from back then. But we've added a new twist now, so look at that. Like, the Tanuki Leaf being in 3D Land. Look, it's in 3D. That's the new twist. It's a way of saying that they remember too, but it can also be a good way to reintroduce older concepts to newer generations. Because you can do nostalgia and do it right. You can do nostalgia and do it bad. Like, the overworlds in New Super U were all connected, just like in Mario World. Which was a direct reference, and not an easy one to point out, because you might just look at it and be like, oh cool, a new hub world, new overworld, and it's all linked together. But when you go back, you can remember, oh, Mario World was like this. That's cool. So yeah. Ah, that's always fun. Trying to figure out where that last star is. Always a fun game of, where did I forget one? Oh, dang it. That was so close. I'll give this another go. But nostalgia can be a good thing. But if it's used too much, it can feel a little bit lazy and hollow. So I feel like Nintendo's use can go that far if it's used too much. Yeah, that can be a bit of a pain. I actually haven't played Sunshine for the channel, or Galaxy, or... I did start 64, but we're going to go back and redo that and do it properly, because I didn't have a plan at that time, and I was still working at Tim Hortons, so I was coming into some of these streams real angry. All in all, not a great time, not a great look for me. However, New Soup, absolutely recommend all those videos. Yeah, well, it was a way to make it feel different. Like, oh, 2 has the Tanuki leaf and a whole bunch of gold coins, but U has 4-player multiplayer and 5th gamepad touchscreen. So, yeah. Thank you for scaring me. 342. Thank you so much. Thank you for informing me, Aquil. We might just hit 350 by the time. So it goes. So what it is New Super Mario Brothers. Then the next game to come out was New Super Mario Brothers U. Or no, New Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers Wii, New Super Mario Brothers 2, and then New Super Mario Brothers U. So the handheld games were sequels to each other, and then the Wii version was like a sequel to the DS, but then its sequel was U. It's kind of a middle ground. The way they made them feel different were with the power-ups, and the stage designs, some of the gimmicks. So, and also, you know, U and Wii having 4-player multiplayer, and the DS games just having 2-player multiplayer. So this will feel more like a sequel to the DS game than it does a sequel to Wii, and U will feel like a sequel to Wii more so than a sequel to this one. It's okay, because I like them all. Like, I literally one of those people advocating for a new 2D Mario game. They announce a new 2D Mario game, I will squeal like a little girl, and you will see me, like, just absolutely rampaging it up in reactions on Twitter. So, Gold Mario, yep. Got a nice big gold flower. I think the gold flower is a really cool concept. I understand that. I just wouldn't feel... I wouldn't feel too angry about it, honestly, personally. I know I preferred Galaxy 1, but I'm not gonna hate on Galaxy 2. It's just not what I was looking for in a Galaxy game. It just didn't come at the right time for me. But I understand people that like it. And I do still plan on playing it for the champ. I just wouldn't... Nintendo doesn't forget... really hasn't forgotten Galaxy 2. Heck, they haven't really forgotten any of their properties. Like, somebody was trying to remake Hotel Mario, and they got a cease and desist. Not only from Nintendo, but Panasonic. Because Nintendo doesn't really forget what they've made. They kind of keep a close lock on it. I would just give it time before it gets re-released, honestly. Game development's hard and it takes a lot of time, and yeah, it probably should have been released on the 35th, but, you know, give it time. It might be like a Mario All-Stars plus World situation where the game gets re-released way later on. You never know. I hope my commentary so far has been, you know, at least a little bit entertaining and factual, because I do try to entertain and educate on this channel. Six. I mean, okay. So be it. It's not your cup of tea. I enjoy 64. I think 64 DS is a little bit more fun. That's just for me. That's just because that's the one I grew up with. But I like pretty much every Mario game. I'm not going to knock any of them, really.
Mario #1.
Don't like the boo mentioned. So many face? Mace? I don't know. So many mace makes me think, like, you're getting the pepper spray, or maybe you're just getting a giant battle mace, and you're just, like, smacking ghosts. Someone give me a Ghostbusters with, like, handheld weaponry instead of, like, throwers. Just, like, give them guns. Give them swords. Give them funny things. It's a proton sword. That exists, by the way. That's something about me. I know a lot of random little stupid tidbits, so... No, but you can capture them. As shown by Luigi's Mansion. Which I plan on covering in October for this channel, so I'll see you guys next month with Luigi's Mansion. Also, Sonic Unleashed. New Super Mario Bros. U. And a couple of other smaller spooky titles. I like keeping it spooky. I was told once that I sound like Johnny Bravo at times. I like keeping it spooky, mama. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I will be playing the GameCube version. I do have both, and I did enjoy both, so... I might even hold a poll, you never know. Stay tuned to the Twitter at GavinDragonYT for any polls or upcoming giveaways or anything. So... you can find all sorts of stuff there. A lot of my art, too. CC Goku, 1 pound fish. What do you mean? I'm confused. We're almost to about 2 hours now, right? Oh, only an hour and a half. We'll have more than enough time to finish this world up and keep going. And oh god, we're at 31 likes. You people are wild. Blowing my socks off today. Keep sharing the love and keep sharing the links and keep subscribing. It makes me smile. It's a good way to show a YouTuber that, hey, keep making content like this, I'll keep showing up. Just discovered me today. Yeah, a lot of people like just discover me on some random days. And that's A-okay. I do a lot more. I do a lot more though than just video games here on this channel. I also do artwork and animations. Sometimes I do shorts. I also am an amateur fursuit maker, so you might see fursuits from time to time. Do I play Sonic? I absolutely do. I have a 57 video playlist in the on the channel with every single Sonic game I've ever played on the channel, including a timeline video I spent 20 hours making, going over the classic Sonic timeline. And I plan on doing a modern timeline in November. We'll be playing all the way through Frontiers 100%. I barely hit that. Do I like Sonic Advance? I love Sonic Advance. They're some awesome games. I think Advance 3 is the best out of the trilogy, but I also like Advance 2 and 1, so I can't knock them. Can't knock them, they're good games. Worthy of a play.
This way.
Xavier, just ask about my friends. Yeah, go for it. Convince them. Convince them to stop on in and check out my stuff. Go for it. I mean, it was a little chaotic, but it wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. And Sonic 4 is okay. It receives a lot more hate than I think it should. Should it have been titled Sonic 4? No. But is that a reason for me to hate it? No. Even Sonic 06, a video game we recently completed, took us 8 parts, and I didn't even hate that game. I lost subscribers for that opinion. So I just didn't hate it. I don't have a strong enough distaste for a video game. Some games just, I don't have that reaction to. I'm messing up now. Let's go ahead and finish up this castle instead of actually skipping it. I don't think there's a hypocrisy there. I think there's just a difference in game feel. You'll be the judge of that? Cool. Well, thanks for stopping in. I play video games. I do art. I do fun stuff. Right now we're discussing Sonic Advance and Sonic 4. While I play, New Super Mario Brothers 2 for 3DS. We're just vibing and chilling.
Oh no! Oh.
Yeah, having a little bit of a struggle time with this. I'm sure part 2 will be even better, though. Granted, every one of my series is weekly, so I play one part 1 week, and then I play the next part the next week. So this might be the one exception where it gets played twice. Because I technically consider this part of next week, but YouTube, I think, considers this last week. Couldn't tell you. Alright. All cool with me. We're trying to reach 1,000 subs, so... I'm sure they convinced you because they want to see me try to play Sonic Unleashed HD instead of the Wii version. Which is our goal, if we hit 350 subs by the end of the week. So, by the time I go to play Unleashed, that'll decide what version of the game we're playing. I do like both, and I think they both have their merits, though, so... Ever so slightly sniffly. Sorry about being a little bit congested, guys. I don't normally sound this nasally. Usually I just sound more confused and gay. Oh, he missed out on the star. It's alright. Hope everybody's been having a good day, though. Thus far, I have. I mean, can't really have a bad day when there's so many people watching the content today. I'm confused about what you mean by that, but cool. Pleasure to see you're watching. I'm actually playing this because I plan on playing all of the Mario games. Every single one of them. I've already gone through a majority of the Sonic games. We'll be doing non-canon stuff after I finish up all the canon stuff. And then... to top that off, I'm also going to be playing through all the Mega Man games. Starting out with a brief summary of the timeline, and also... brief summary of the timeline, and then also what's the best way to play each of the games. If you're gonna ROM hack Super Mario Brothers, send it to me. I would love to play it for the channel. I've already done one ROM hack episode, and I'd love to do another. Need enough people to send in ROM hacks, though. I like doing what you guys want to do, because usually you guys pick some pretty cool stuff. I know Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be coming back on the channel during October. We have security breach planned, and we plan on doing it right this time on the PS5, so... all that fun jazz. Oh, I could have done an 8,000 kick. Or maybe I'm thinking way too hard about Mario 1. Love the look of this stage. Love the Mario World design for the backdrop here. As long as you hit the parachute, you will get the coin. By the way, that is fun fact number something or other. They're just larger coin hitboxes. A little bit funny to me. Don't know why. Don't know why you'd program it like that, but I guess it's to be more forgiving in a game about getting coins, so... your SNES. I also have a SNES. I have two SNESs, actually. I've got the what's often referred to as the SNES Junior and an original SNES. You get sharper picture out of the Junior, but the original just has that classic look. Something even my boyfriend pointed out when we were playing it. He looked at it and he just went, "That's weird. Why does it look better?" And I said, that's not at fault. That's because the SNES Junior has everything all in one chip instead of running it across the entire board. Something about the signal just gets funky when you do that. So. Can't beat you, you chill. Hey, if you're going faster than me, I'll try to speed up, but... glad to see you're into playing things real quick. I like playing things pretty fast as well. I just love the look of this stage. See, this is the stuff that would have looked really beautiful on the Wii U. It would have looked gorgeous. The backgrounds, the wonderful, like, Mario World-esque pattern designs. Hey! Enjoy Mario All-Stars on the SNES. Hope you have fun with it. Also, didn't get to say hello to either of you, but hello, ANMK2113 and Dark XRL. Thank you for stopping in. Hope you like the channel, hope you subscribe and have all that fun stuff, you know. the buttons. We're finishing up this world right here. Once we get done with that, I'll actually be finishing up for today. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to be gone throughout the whole week. I have other content. We'll be playing through Sonic Unleashed. We'll be starting up that. We'll be going through the Mega Man timeline in a couple days. As well as a smaller video covering modern Atari titles, which are odd remakes. Only 2 or 3 of those videos will actually be streams. I'm going to be trying to get better about doing more uploaded content. But there's a lot of streamed content on this channel. Everything from Mario to Sonic and everything in between. We did a whole video where we shuffled between Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. At random intervals, it would switch. I got pretty far in them, I just couldn't beat any of them. Hello Howler, I'm doing just A-okay. Thank you though for stopping in, and feel free to leave a like and all that jazz. We're just playing some Mario 2, finishing up World 4 here. And then we'll be continuing this next week with Part 2 and the rest of the 8 worlds, so, you know, all that fun jazz. And the final episode for today.
It's a good time.
Man, 600 views, 683 views, and 31 likes. Thank you guys so much thus far. Here's hoping that we can, you know, eventually get 600 subscribers. That would be pretty rad. Pretty rad, pretty tubular. Kind of running out of stuff to talk about, honestly, for today. I do love doing these streams, though. It can be kind of... Believe it or not, these streams can actually be really relaxing when they want to be. When I'm playing well throughout a day, the streams just relax. Right, mushroom. Just like that, we're at the boss. And we're fighting Morton Koopa Jr. I always assumed it was Morton Koopa Jr. because Bowser's name was Morton. And then Nintendo said that they're not Bowser's kids, and I just got confused. So, next time around, we will be going through the Flower World, worlds 5, 6, and 7. Or no, 5 and 6. And I believe even the Star World, if it doesn't require that many star coins. Or at least we'll be doing a couple levels of that. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching thus far. It means a whole heck of a lot to me that you guys would stick around and actually watch this, as well as subscribe and all that jazz. I'll have to update my little bar down there that tells me who's subscribed and who's not. Alrighty. So, thank you guys so much again for watching. It means a ton that this video has been doing so well. Remember to follow me on Twitter at GavinDragonYT, as well as if you feel the need, you can also donate to the PayPal below and even commission me. All the artwork on this channel is done by yours truly. And once this video gets done processing, there will be 2 videos up here. One will probably be episode 1 of New Soup, and the other playlist will probably be the Mario playlist. Probably. You never know. But that's it for me. I've been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and good night, everybody.